creating response for creating a new item operation. So common RESTful pattern for creating a new resource or a new resource item is to return 201 created status code along with location response header, in which you are going to specify the newly created URI. So basically the client can actually figures out the location field. I mean, it's going to actually read the URL of the location field, and then it could actually perform other operations such as update and things like that. Okay. All right. So this is an example. Suppose we are trying to create a new item called doc, and it's in the form of XML, and then return status. Return response is going to be status 201 successfully created, and then location field should specify the URL of newly created item. This is not necessary, but it is highly recommended practice. In fact, this is the HATE, the OAS principle. You provide the links in the response so that client can actually move forward with those links. Okay. All right. So this is typically what you want to do. So as we talked about before, you can actually call the created method. So when you actually created ResponseBuilder object, you can call the created method, and here you specify the URI of newly created item, and then you call build to get the response object, and then we return. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at exercise 4. Exercise 4 is here. Exercise 4. This is actually entity provider create. So in this case, we are going to present the browser in which user can actually enter some data. So here, entity provider create project. Let's run as and run on server and finish. Restart the server. Okay, so we are going to create a new user. So I'm going to use my name and age 100, something like that, and we add a user. Okay, so we can certainly actually create the location field of the response. So let's actually do that here. Okay, so I'm going to open it, and so I'm going to just say I'm going to use Boston and age 99, something like that. And let's actually clean this up and add a user, and we now should be able to see location. So here, so you can see here the response is 201 created, right? And if you take a look at the response header field, you should actually see location response header is set with a newly created item here. So we can in fact copy this guy, right? And we can certainly take a look at the contents of it. So I'm gonna go over here, and if I see, then why it doesn't like that? So I should be able to say call and entity provider create. Oh, so not found. Why is that? That's interesting. So it's that is not good. Yeah, so this guy certainly says this is location field. Either we actually set incorrectly so we'll actually take a look at the why that is not set. Yeah, so there is definitely something wrong here. So let's actually take a look at the code. So user resource, and then oh, we don't, yeah, so we don't actually have any getter method. That's why. All right, so here, let's say we can certainly actually add get method. So let's actually get method, and here we are gonna say public, and we want to return. I'm gonna just copy, you know, this user here. I'm gonna just copy this guy, and user here, and oops. All right. So I'm gonna just copy here, and we're gonna just use, and well, maybe JSON, and okay, and here yeah, so basically we don't actually have you know, we just want to so here when we add a user, so here I'm gonna just user thing, you know, I'm gonna just have common field here. So here user like this, and after I'm gonna just have my user, something like that, and then I'm gonna return my user, and here we're gonna just we create a user, and so here I'm gonna just my user set with user. So when the new user has been created, you know, we're gonna just you know, assign my user things. Okay, so now we should be able to yeah, so let's see whether this one is redeployed, and then I should actually be able to yeah, so first of all you have to actually recreate it. So let's run this application again, right? So I'm going to run as one on server, and restart the server. Yeah, actually I didn't have to restart, but okay, so we are going to create a new server, and I should have my user set. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna say New York age 99, and now we are going to again here and add user, and now we should be able to location field, location so response header. Oh, I'm actually looking at the wrong one. Yeah, so here this is what I want to see. So this is the now the location field. Yeah, that's the same one that I had. So now I should be able to oops, I should actually say call, and if I get the one, now I got the oh, still not found. Why is that? Yes. I still get the 4 error. That is interesting. Users 1. Oh, I didn't actually specify the users and users 1. So let's see. That is that users. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I should not have this guy. So I should not have this one. Okay, so URL path is incorrect. Okay, and users. Oh, yeah, yeah. For the sake of this exercise, I'm gonna just yeah, I should actually have the ID. So this one should have ID. So let's see. We're gonna actually have path, and we are going to have, and this one should be ID like this, right? And then we should have path param ID. Yeah, so yeah, for the sake of this exercise, you know, basically the I mean, since assuming we can certainly have a path param like this, path param, oops, path param, and ID, and then ID, and you know, we can certainly use okay, this is the maybe int ID, and you can certainly use ID over here, but assuming everything works. Okay, let's see actually whether we can get the other data. Let's see whether it's actually rebuilt. Okay, so now it's rebuilt, and now let's actually try to get it. Okay. Oh, now it doesn't actually say, anything. Okay, so my user, and I should be actually JSON, and let's see. Okay, and now let's see whether that works. Still doesn't work. So it actually pick it up. It doesn't give any errors, but it doesn't actually give any response. All right, so I'm gonna actually kind of figure things out why this is not working. But what we need to focus on is actually here. When we actually return the location field, we can actually specify the location field using created, and this is the URI. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna actually let you do the exercise here, and yeah, so add student method to the student resource example that you worked on 1.3, and make sure it returns to one response code and with the location response header. Okay. All right, so I'll let you actually